As I said, it is already Tuesday. Luckily, I only have night classes. Oh, and it looks like we're off already.
Already got a shuffled start screen.
Yes, at Vanilla Level 6 location, and it's a door repair charge. And both racers are now checking, and oh, that is why Vanilla 6 is one of the worst possible start locations. Those
Yeah.
Lionels. We already have a death on Seawolf's side less than a minute into the seed, and now we have another death on Seawolf's side. This is, I did say I wanted it to be trolly, but this is kind of ridiculous.
Yeah. Lionel's with a green tunic and 3 hearts is my
Yeah,
nightmare.
Lionel's on in the right below, and it's another door repair charge at the Vanilla Mags location. Yeah. Be careful what you wish for. And are we going to get the Armos item? Yes, and it is the power bracelet. And Putz picks up the power bracelet. Hopefully for him. Oh, we have level 8 and we have marked dungeons. But
Nice.
yeah, it would also be nice if for these racers, if any roads are not randomized, because that will allow them to get far, far away from here. But level 8 does have multiple items, so hopefully they can find that. They have a hint that Manhandla threatens with the raft. And yeah, this 8, I think they're hoping that they can find some weaponry in 8. There's some bombs. I guess that counts as weaponry, sort of. But you don't really want to be stuck with bombs as your only real form of weaponry. Thankfully, that Gleok is not required, but oh, one bomb left, and he probably, to progress further, he's going to have to find a bomb wall. And speaking of which, this is shapes, because the vanilla level 8 only has one room on the bottom row that has a door to the north, and we have seen 2 of them already. Ooh, a lot of Gomas in this level 8. Putz is exploring it further. Seawolf decided to use his bomb over on the overworld, but that's just a potion shop, and he does not have the paper. Oh, and we have a map, so it's time to play Name That Ink Blot.
Looks like the any roads are not shuffled.
Okay. Uh, um, Now, if this was Jam's channel, the answer would always be cactus, but
Oh,
I'm
got a
just
wood
going to say
sword.
that it's a Goma, because everything else in this level is wood sword is at its
Normal
vanilla
location.
location. But yeah, I think we had like a 3-room string where it was blue Goma, orange Goma, orange Goma. So yeah, level 8 is the Goma. Did we see an item in level 8 yet? I don't think we did.
I did not see one.
No, I didn't either.
A secret at Vanilla 1's location, just a small one. Oh, there we go. We've got a recorder innate.
Yes, I had my notepad for the items blocking part of the stream, and I thought that was a passage staircase at first, but yeah, I had part of the stream blocked. Yes, that is the recorder. Ooh, no free candles.
Oh, and a Triforce grab for
He
Putz.
grabs the Triforce, and is he going to go back in to look for the other item, or is he going to say a goodbye?
Yeah. Amazing Toaster
Gonna say
making a good
goodbye.
point. Zelda will not be found in her room, since we saw it in level 8.
We already saw it in level 8 in the very first dungeon we found. Oh, an amazing Ampharos brings up another good point. We have vanilla hints in the overworld caves, which means that anything that seems like a helpful hint is actually a lie. This is deceptive.
I did not know that.
I didn't either. Although I had seen it. This is not my first race commenting with deceptive hints, but I did not know that if you get the quote helpful hints. Oh, it replies, that's right. Deceptive means it's a 50-50 chance of being a lie. Of course, because it would be too easy if you knew it was a lie, right?
Oh, got a lake at level 2's location.
So that means it is second quest or
mixed.
Possibly mixed. We have not seen any confirmation, or no, I believe if it were pure 2, would the grave where the magical sword is in 1, I don't think that would push.
Yeah, I think you're right.
So I think it's mixed, because we saw the vanilla mags work, and we saw the lake at vanilla level 2. So we have seen at least one confirmation for each first quest and second quest. And we have a wood sword pickup, and we have a candle pickup. Yes, that's right, because the wood sword cave would also have a free candle.
Saw the hint of a level there, and then I missed level 6's location, but we'll see it here in a second.
Yes, there it is. And we have an arrow purchase already on Theseawolf's side.
Oh. My tracker will only let me mark silver now.
Yes, the wooden sword option. Oh, and we have a level 5. It looks like that is up in the northeast, just south of the uppermost thing, according to the
just south of the letter cave.
To Theseawolf's checker.
If I remember my vanilla well enough.
No, I believe that's 100 secret in vanilla. The one all the way up in the northeast corner.
Oh, I'm looking. Theseawolf.
No, wait, maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, it says say. First letter cave. Okay, maybe I'm. Oh, no. Okay. Yeah, I had a slight overlap. I thought it was all the way on the easternmost, but I had the very end of his tracker blocked off by Putz's stream. Yeah, okay. I was looking at it wrong.
Theseawolf decides to leave level 5.
Meanwhile, ooh, locked in a room with a Goma. None of those 3 bomb walls bombed.
And Putz immediately has the Triforce, but decides to adventure onward in 6.
Yes. And is he going to just... Yeah, I think he's just going to grab that Triforce and go...
Oh.
No, he's going a different way. Was it really any faster to up A instead of just going 1 room south to get into that Triforce room? Was
Hey,
it
man.
really?
We don't know for sure. Except I think we do.
And is that going to be an item?
That
Nope. That is not an item. That is passage. And that is a dig dogger. And that is another diamond staircase. So that's probably going to be the item. It's just going to kill off all these ropes, not even bother trying to block clip it. No, it is another passage. Whew, this 5 is kind of trolly looking, I think. It's probably segmented. I cannot imagine there'd be 2 staircases if it wasn't segmented. 2 passages, that is. 4 staircases, or 5 including the item. Oh, come on! That's probably the other end of the... No, I think he went into both that diamond one and that one on the right side.
staircases for days.
Ooh, and it's all the way up in it's underneath the E on the uppermost row. He's gonna take this passage now. Where is it going to dump him off? Nope, that was the diamond where the ropes were. There's that dig dugger. So we've seen the ends of both passages. Is this going to be? No, it is not going to be an item room because there's a shutter door. And if there's a block in a shutter door room, that is not an item room. I've finally learned that now. Dig dogger gazes along the coast. Yeah, is that considered the coast? I'm not sure, but I mean, either way, it's kind of odd having a hint to where Dig Dogger gazes in level 5.
I think we can tell that that is a lie because it's in level 5.
Yeah, but the funny thing is, I don't remember if that... Well, yeah, that is not considered the coast, I don't think. It's close. It's very close to the coast.
We've got the magic boomerang in
scrap
6.
metal. And this is not a 0 HP seed, so that is not useful. So he'll just grab that Triforce and go. Chad is saying that is considered coast. So that hint was actually not a lie. It's just useless because it's located in the level that it refers to.
Okay, Theseawolf's back in level 8. As a sword this time. Let's see what he can get done.
Yep. This time with the sword, and I believe
Okay.
he actually left level 8 last time because he was running low on bombs.
Putz
He's going to
finds
take
level
this
3.
key door. Finds level 3. Let's see if it really does have the raft, because there was a hint that said it would have the raft, but that might be a lie. Ooh, 3-part level 3. It is a Dark Nut set. I haven't been paying attention to enemy sets. I haven't seen if we have shuffled enemy sets. I do know that Dark Nuts do belong in 3.
Yes, it is looking like a 0 HP
And
seed for
when
enemies.
molas, I've never quite understood if when molas are considered bosses or regular enemies, because I've heard they're considered bosses, but I thought the boss sets were locked. Like, you can only have certain bosses in the same dungeons. I believe it's Dig Doggers can be in the same dungeons as Aquamentus. Goma, Gliok, Dodongo, and Manhandla can all be in the same dungeon because I think they're all 4 found in Vanilla 8. And Patras are their own set, and they're always with Ganon. That's why you always get the Patra set in 9, even with boss sets shuffled around. But
While you were talking,
okay. Amazing Ampharos is. Oh, yes.
I was just gonna say Seawolf picked up the recorder in 8.
Okay. Okay, and Amazing Ampharos is saying that even though they're considered a boss, they're actually part of the Wizrobe enemy set. So they will show up in whichever dungeons are the Wizrobe sets. And I think Moldorms are also locked to a particular enemy set rather than a boss set. I forget which one, but okay, yeah. Amazing Empress saying they are considered regular enemies. That's what I thought too, but
We've got a level 2 sighting.
they're, for some reason, people refer to them as bosses. I think I understand why, though.
Seawolf's gonna go ahead and grab that quick Triforce out of 2.
There is certain behavior, and actually it is something that is more on regular enemies. They have a certain boss-like behavior in that if you kill one Lenmola and leave a room, both Lenmolas will disappear, and that's the same thing that the mini Dig Doggers do. Once you break up a Dig Dogger, if you kill just one of the mini Dig Doggers and leave, the entire Dig Dogger will be gone when you go back into the room. Yes, that is a good point, AA. A typical blue Wizrobe is certainly more of a struggle than an Aquamentus.
We've got the raft in 3.
Yes, just as the hint said. So that was not a lie.
Now let's do some exploring and see if it's required.
Yeah. This being random dungeon locations, you could actually get a lot of the required items being not required.
Yes, thank you,
Ooh, that
HN.
was interesting. The lake didn't drain. Or oh no, wait, that's not the okay. Just I guess it's supposed to do that, isn't it? I'm not familiar with second quest, and that's the vanilla level 2 for first quest. That lake not draining is a constant in mixed quest overworld.
Yep.
I'm so glad we have AA here because he's more knowledgeable than either of us. Probably more knowledgeable than both of us combined.
Let's see.
The
Ladder
merchant
Heart
has a
is
white
not shuffled.
sword on Death Mountain. So that suggests that the white sword item is actually the white sword, but we don't know that because this is deceptive hints. But I want to say that it probably is because we just saw that the coast item is the heart and the Armos item was the power bracelet. So when you get the heart on the coast and the power bracelet under the Armos, it usually means that the white sword item is actually the white sword. But not always. Speaking of heart containers, Putz takes one from a take any.
Heart container, never a bad choice.
Yeah. Seawolf is without a candle because he made the interesting decision to buy wooden arrows without a bow.
Well, you never know when you're going to just run into a bow. So it's
Yes.
nice to have something
Ooh,
to fire with it.
big money. Big money. And Putz now has the maximum 255 rupees. So if he finds a blue ring, he can buy it. If it turns out that this is Boomstick and he finds that, he can buy it. He finds level 4, but it is ladder blocked right off the bat. A Chevy room, unless there's a bomb wall. He's going to go in and out to see if a bomb wall opens up. But, no. So, level 4 is completely ladder blocked. Chevy room right up, and there's a candle for Seawolf.
Yes.
But, yeah. What do we have here? It's a money-making game. No use for Putz. He already has all the money he can make. And we have the paper under Vanilla Second Quest Level 7.
Seawolf has found
That
level
wall
4.
still won't bomb. And now we'll find that level 4 is not open at the moment.
Thinking the ladder's the second item?
Don't know. We'll have to see. We have a raft. We have a recorder. We do not have a ladder.
I'm not sure that Seawolf found an item in level 2. To be honest with you, he doesn't have anything marked, and I didn't catch it.
I didn't even catch level 2. Okay, the merchant has a white sword on Death Mountain. That's what it says. It's a secret to everybody.
Always nice to see a candle shop under a burn bush. Yeah, we've got with this mix overworld quest. You'll find a lot of stuff weird, like level 8 and 7 opening up right next to each other.
Meet the old woman on... Was it on Death Mountain, was it, that he just said?
I missed it.
Yeah, I think it said meet the old woman on Death Mountain. So that suggests a magical sword on
Yes.
Death Mountain, which we have confirmed is the truth. It's already marked on Theseawolf's tracker that the magical sword is on Death Mountain, just to the northeast of level 2.
Theseawolf burning a bush that literally never opens up in mixed quest for me. Potion prices are at 40 and 68.
There's Putz picking up a large secret when he was only 37 rupees away from the max. That is a little painful. You don't really want to pick those up when you're... And Monocle Rock doesn't bomb. And looks like Putz is about to find level 5. Well, first he's going to check the area to the north of that. Ooh, what's it? Vanilla level 3. It's a medium secret. Okay. Yeah, I think I was a little behind then, but I just need another time check while you're off the muted. Make sure I'm good. Okay, now that we've got that sorted out, let's see, we still have Putz in level 5, while Seawolf is exploring the east side of Death Mountain, looks like.
He's in the
Yeah, it's not really
northeast.
Death Mountain, yeah. That's
Yeah.
a little east of Death Mountain. It's all the north part of the map. These things all look the same to me. And he's going to buy the blue ring at just enough. Oh, and we're getting an offer from 8gen to jump in. So if you want to just do the restream, it looks like we have an offer.
I will jump on that.
Okay. Oh, and we have both racers in level 5 together. They're not all that far apart. There's that big dogger gazes along the coast again. Aquamentus awaits in the dead woods. That we have not confirmed whether or not it's true or not. Oh, and we welcome all of you who were watching the 10 o'clock race over on Speed Gaming. We're just over half an hour into the seed. It's a mixed overworld. We have not found a lot of dungeons. We have found levels 2, 4, 5, 6, and 8. We have not found levels 1, 3, 7, or 9. No, we have found 3 because we found an item in 3. My mistake. Okay, I'm trying to look at both racers' trackers. But, yes, we've not found 1, 7, or 9. The only items we know for a fact are Raft was in 3, Magical Boomerang in 6, and the first item in 8 was the Recorder. We have found that the coast item is the heart container, and the Armos item was the power bracelet. We have not found the white sword item. We have gotten a hint that it might actually be the white sword, but we can't confirm that because we do know for a fact that this is deceptive hints. And, right now, both racers are in level 5, which has been fairly trolly. We've found at least 2 passage staircases and have not yet found the item staircase. And at least one of them is definitely not for segmented purposes. Oh, yes, and the start spot was vanilla level 6, with the Lionels in their usual spot just south of it. So we had one of our racers died twice within the first minute of the seed. It was Oh, whoa, did I just miss it? According to the chat, did someone use the... No, maybe it was in another one. I was like, did someone use the key clip, as they call it?
And I have yet
Or are they talking about a different race?
I have yet to know anything about a key clip.
Yeah, no, I didn't see a key clip here, but I could have just missed it. They're talking about it in the chat. For those of you who don't know, a new glitch similar to key clip. They're calling it the key bomb clip, and no, it happened in the last race. Okay, I've never heard of the key bomb clip, but Yeah, they're saying there may have been a new clip discovered. Use bomb from boomstick and it opens a wall and you can clip through a locked door. Just so it's basically the same as the key clip. Now, for those of you who don't know, during last year's tournament, it was, I believe, Cananophone. Okay, yeah, this was just found minutes ago. So, yes, in the last race, Cananophone had won his race, and while he was being interviewed, he was just kind of fooling around in vanilla, and without even realizing it, he killed an enemy in a room in level 1, and there's a room early in vanilla level 1 that has both a shutter door and a locked door with a key, and by killing the last enemy in a room with a shutter door, as you're walking towards a locked door, you can go through the locked door without a key. Now, apparently, if you bomb a bombable wall and lock through a locked door without a key, you can again do it. Now, you can do that without a boomstick, but you have to basically run over there.
Yeah.
Yes,
Let me interrupt you there for a second.
Yes, I'm getting away from the current race.
Seawolf, while you were talking, made an excellent choice without even knowing it. He found level 6, which had the early Triforce, grabbed it, and got out of there.
Yes, I did see that. My mistake. I was busy explaining the clips. But, and now Seawolf is in level 3, while Putz checked the white sword location, and it does not appear that the white sword item was there.
Okay.
Okay. So it's going to be just me for a little bit. The Dave is working on getting 8 gen worked in. So.
Okay, I should be pretty close.
And we've got a heart pickup at an any cave for Putz. And meanwhile, Goliok lurks with the bow.
Question is
We'll
that
see
true?
about that. Weird thing is, I have not seen a single hint that has actually been confirmed a lie just yet. Every hint we've seen has actually been truthful. The Digdogger did lurk by the coast, and Manhandla did lurk with the raft.
Yeah, sometimes
And the old woman was on Death Mountain.
Yeah, sometimes you run into the ones that are only the truth, and it's pretty nice. But
Yes,
there are those times when
we do. Yes, we do have a few others that are unconfirmed, like Aquamentus in the Dead Woods. Was it Dead Woods or Lost Woods? Now I don't remember. think it was Deadwoods. If it was, then that probably was a lie, because I think they've explored most of the Deadwoods.
Yeah, I believe that they have, which means it's somewhere else on the map. But it's always worth, if it's like level 1 or 2 and you've got a hint for it, even if it's deceptive, it's worth checking out. Just
Yes,
due
it
to the fact
was.
that items are available.
Yeah, it was the Deadwoods. So that one was a lie. So I stand corrected. We have found a confirmed lie. And we have a few unconfirmed. And what is at the vanilla level 4? It is a potion shop. And we're going to check up near where the vanilla blue ring location is. And south of there is a medium secret. And what will be at the blue ring shop location? Looks like a potion shop. And we have level 2 over on Putz's side. He's going to kill this dig dogger.
Yeah, hopefully he'll figure out what the item is, as I don't believe that the Seawolf ever found out what it was.
No, I don't believe he did.
I'm pretty sure that the Seawolf was having some bomb issues when in level 2, which is why he chose to leave. Because obviously he had no other choices, and I think he was pretty low on keys, so didn't want to use those too early either. And there's the wand on the floor.
Rupees guard the rupees.
So I'm curious how the Seawolf didn't find that if he got the Triforce, as the wand was right on the floor walking straight up. So unless the Triforce is deviated off of like the second room up, I'm not quite sure how he missed the wand.
Well, it looks like it wasn't very far in. Yeah, you just walk one room to the north, head one to the east, and you have a Triforce.
Well, this would explain it here. If you can bomb directly to the right here and get the Triforce, that would probably be why. If he was low on bombs, he probably just got the Triforce and didn't want to use this key door. So that could explain it. Ten Hearts does not get the magical sword, unfortunately.
No. Well, the chances are that it's not. I mean, with the 50% chance that it won't be shuffled at all. Oh, and we do have White Sword as the White Sword item. Oh, and that was a truthful hint as well. We were told that the White Sword item would be the White Sword and that it would be on Death Mountain. And there it is.
Yeah, it's still a nice find because we don't know whether or not Ganon will be required, and White Sword obviously makes that twice as easy, so it's definitely nice to pick that up.
Yes, but I believe we decided this was a 0 HP seed.
But Ganon can still be shuffled, or can
Yes,
be regular or
Ganon.
0, so...
Right, so it's not going to it's not like it's going to help with anything other than bosses and Ganons and things. So, I mean, even if Ganon's not required, Super Wizrobes, you want something more than a wooden sword.
For sure. Still trying to figure out where this level 1 is at, and it's been quite elusive.
Yeah, I believe levels 1 and 7 are both still at large?
That's what it's looking like. And they're running out of places to look, too.
We have seen at least one hint that we're, I think, fairly sure is alive. It was a hint as to the location of level 1. We haven't found level 1, but I believe we have pretty much cleared out the area that the hint said level 1 would be in.
Yeah, and Putz, unfortunately, running out of bombs with, I believe, 3 locations left to check on Northwest Death Mountain. So going to have to go get some bombs and then head back up that direction.
Yeah.
This is definitely the first RPG adventure cactus game ever made, Jam, and it is definitely Relic.
Yes. Now, I don't remember. Have we seen whether or not the seed is Boomstick? I think we have seen the expensive magical shield, but can't remember for a fact.
I'm pretty positive this is a non-boomstick seed.
Okay. Because if it was Boomstick, Putz does have enough right now. But he might want to save up a little more, get back up to 250 and grab a blue ring. Which is something that Putz did, that Seawolf did a while ago.
Yeah, looking on Putz's tracker, he hasn't checked the Deadwoods, but the Seawolf has. So the only place left on Death Mountain that Putz hasn't done would be A1 and B1, which could contain levels 1 and 7. That would be pretty interesting and unfortunate for Putz if that were the case. And I believe the last other location that he got is the Coast Raft spot. He has not checked.
And that is correct. Neither of them has checked the Coast Raft spot.
It's kind of unfortunate sometimes when that ends up being a dungeon location, because it's generally super out of the way because you've checked everything around it. And you're like, well, I really don't want to check that. But then it gets towards the end of the game and you're like, well, I guess it's there.
Yes, Charlie, I'd say they're both fairly even at this point. They both have the Triforces out of 2, 3, 6, and 8. Neither of them even knows where 1 or 7 is. Both of them know that 4 is extremely ladder blocked. It's you walk into the dungeon, you can only go north, and that will put you in a Chevy room. So, they've both been into level 5. It's kind of trolly. I forget exactly what blocked them out of it. Oh, hello, level 1.
Yeah, there's level 1 on B1, and last bomb for the Seawolf, but does find a level and the ladder.
Ladder is in level 1.
That's bad news for Putz, because he ran out of bombs the screen before where this level was at, and is unfortunately now searching the dead woods. There's another truthful hint.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ampharos, I hope he does go back up there soon, but he's going to be pretty upset that he ran out of bombs on that screen and pretty much wasted his entire time checking the dead woods.
No, J-Derg, I'm willing to bet that really is level 9, because both of these runners have that marked on their tracker as being level 9. So it's not just our tracker that has level 9 there. It's everyone seems to. Oh, Hello, shapes. There is a single room isolated from the rest of the dungeon. And
The Seawolf's probably hoping at this point that the last item in here is the any key, as he's down to a singular key and still has 3 other dungeons that he needs to go through.
ooh, look at all those dark nuts. And there's a key. Oh, last enemy drops the clock. Oof, oof.
Did we see the Seawolf get the second item in level 1? Or
No,
did he...
I wonder. I mean, he picked up the item that's in a staircase. There are some staircase rooms that also have items on the floor. I'm wondering if that second item is in the one room in the northeast corner.
It
That would
definitely
be
could
funny.
He does have 2 rooms on the bottom. Oh, there it is. It is
the
boomerang.
boomerang, and he's gonna say nope.
That's all right. He still found the ladder, which is the big thing that unlocks this seed. So we'll see what happens here. Oh no, he did check the right one second time through. It's important to note that the ladder now opens up 2 other locations along the river by the waterfall if they haven't checked those yet. So that could also contain a level. But at this point, it's either got to be there or it's the raft location on the coast.
Yeah, the chat is saying, pick up Lord Banana. This is a 0 HP seed. And Putz has found level 1.
Yeah, he's going to be happy to see that ladder. I don't think he'll take the banana either, but it is a very valid point that that the boomerang is useful in a 0 HP seed. It gives you ranged weaponry that can go at different angles at that. I mean, the wand is one thing, but the boomerang can go diagonally, which is kind of unique.
Yeah. And he will say no. And he also will not even bother heading further to the right, even though he had to use a key either way. It's an interesting decision, and it will be the correct one because we know that that is the direction towards the Triforce.
Yeah, and Putt's sitting much better on keys than the Seawolf too. He's got 5 extra keys right now, which is a big deal considering the number of dungeons that they have left to explore. And the Seawolf down to singular bomb, trying to figure out where exactly to go in this level forward as well.
Oh, and I hadn't really been paying attention one way or the other, but yes, this is shuffled enemy sets. That is a Guerrilla set in 4.
Looks like boss HP might be 0 as well. Hard to tell off of just a singular manhandler, but pretty rare that they go down in one white sword hit like that.
It could just be randomized. I mean, even in vanilla, you can take one out with a single bomb, which only does same as about 2 white sword hits.
I'd have burnt the banana, 7. The book.
The book.
Apparently the Seawolf does not care to be literate. I can't say that I blame him. Hasn't found the wand yet, so it really wouldn't do him any good anyways. Interestingly, chooses to go up through the key door instead of using the shutter door, which drops him down to a single key.
Actually, he might never find the wand because he's already gotten the Triforce out of level 2, which is where the wand is. So it depends on if he ends up needing to dig dungeons, because 2 is usually the first one you'd go to if you need to start digging. 2 or 1, but he's already found both items in 1.
Yeah, I would definitely go back there. If I'm still looking for the bow, that would be the first place I'd check, because it's usually small and pretty easy to find. Unfortunately, using a whole bunch of keys and not finding the Triforce could have been just left on that shuttle room down at the start, but we'll see where the Triforce ends up. Meanwhile, Putz in the same dungeon.
Yep. They both had the idea that, okay, we've got the ladder, let's go for that Chevy blocked level 4.
It'll be interesting to see if these guys follow the same path for the rest of the game here. A lot of times you end up getting shoehorned into doing that just because of the way the seed works.
Yeah. Well, one thing's for sure, they'll definitely be following pretty much the same path through level 4.
Yeah.
Because there aren't exactly many options.
It is pretty linear. It'll be super sad for the Seawolf if the Triforce ends up being right to the left here, because not only used a lot of extra time, but used a lot of extra keys. And in fact, it is. So burned, like, I believe 2 or 3 keys for nothing.
Yeah. Has this been Triforces in Triforce rooms? I think it has.
Yes, dungeon drops are not shuffled, so they will be located in their rooms as well. And Putz finding that Triforce right away as well, so we are screen for screen right now.
Yeah. This is really anyone's race. They're almost completely even at the moment. No, I can't even really give an advantage to either one of these.
Well, the Seawolf
Seawolf
going towards
has
the coast, though.
Yeah, Seawolf has the extra defense. Putz actually is closer to being able to possibly pick up mags.
And there's 7.
There's 7. It was raft required.
Yeah, so we'll see how long it takes Putz to go over there. He's got to be seeing at this point that this is about the last level that is available for him. He may go back to 5 first, so we do see a slight deviation from these guys right away, but we'll see which gamble ends up paying off, as I'm sure both of them still want to get a hold of the bow.
Yeah, we'll see what happened in 5, because they've both been in there and both decided to leave. I forget if maybe there was a ladder block in here as well. I think that's got to be it.
Yeah, Putz has got a lot of the dungeon explored. That would make sense.
It's the D in level 7 for Seawolf.
Fantastic. That's a big deal, because if Putz is still going to check 5, I don't know if he found the item in there already, but if he spends the time checking 5 for an item, then that gives the Seawolf just that much extra time. As I guess you probably want the any key, but really, honestly, you should just be heading for level 9.
Yeah, and we'll see what happens now. Silver arrows are still at large, quite possibly. In fact, I'd say probably in level 9. But, I mean, there's at least a 50% chance, even if this was shuffled items. But, plus there's the 50% chance that 9's items aren't shuffled. But he does have wooden arrows, so he can start using that bow right away if he wants.
Yeah, try to weave his way through this level 7, which I don't remember if he got the map in 8, but obviously is the negative image of the level, but does find the bomb wall, and hopefully will find his way to the Triforce quickly.
And actually, that is a... Actually, that is kind of useful that he has the arrows, because now he has an item that can reach all the way across the screen, which he didn't have since he has not found the wand in level 2. So now they both have a ranged item, a ranged weapon.
Okay, Putz ran out of bombs. I was going to say, I remember there was a level with the Gomas, but that was 8, and they both got the Triforces out of there, so that's not a big deal.
bet you'd like to have more bombs, and he does. He has more bombs. It's the vanilla cost and the vanilla amount. 4 bombs for 100 rupees.
Yeah, nice find on his part, and a compass find here in level 7.
Yep. Nice and easy.
Let's just hope there's not a meat block. Which there shouldn't be if he can get into it from this direction. And he is able to get in there, so he finds that Triforce. Meanwhile,
In there. Yep.
Putz still struggling, trying to find this staircase in level 5 to get him up towards the Triforce.
You think it's going to take another staircase? We've already seen 2 passage staircases in this level 5 that they've taken.
I mean, you can have up to, I believe it's 4 segments per level, so it is possible. We did have a 3-segment level 3, I believe, in one of the races tonight.
That is true. And we already know that one of the passages, at the very least, does not take you to a separate segment, that you can traverse between the sides. And there is a staircase, there is a passage.
Yeah, I mean, looking at their maps, right, there is a staircase that takes them to another segment. So, or maybe actually, this looks like a possible definite 3 staircase, because you'll have your normal level 5 staircase, and then there looks to be 2 additional segments. So somewhere there's a bomb wall that both of these guys have missed that finds them that staircase.
Mm-hmm.
And Putz may have just found it, I believe.
Yep. Unless that's the item. Nope, it is the passage.
I believe that was on the base level, and it was in this room, maybe? I'm not sure. I missed exactly where it was on the map, but the Theseawolf is close, but running out of bombs, unfortunately.
And Putz is going to check to the left, see if he can find the item.
The Theseawolf does find the bomb wall. That's a big deal.
Yeah, of course. He still doesn't have the bow, so he's definitely going to be looking for an item.
He's thinking about the Triforce.
The Triforce. Is he going to go back in for the item, or is he going to go looking for 7?
That's a tough call.
He's figured it out already. He's marked it on his tracker already. That must have been the last possible location for him.
I'm pretty sure that it was, yeah. The question is he gonna? I mean, I think that the bow is on the way. Kind of an interesting call that he cleared that much of 5 and didn't check for the item if he hadn't already seen it. But turns out it's the right call in this case.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, the Theseawolf is going to make his way into level 9. Looks like he might be farming some rupees, possibly to buy some bombs. But 3 keys and 4 bombs, pretty rough to hit into a Shapes 9 that way.
Yeah. And we do have Putz into level 7.
Oh, we have Gorilla set in level 9. That's a big deal, too.
Ooh, Gorilla 9.
That super simplifies the level. I mean, unfortunately, the only bomb droppers that will be available will be the Orange Gorilla, but it does make it much easier to get through the level.
Yeah. And Putz has the bow now, so now he knows that leaving level 5 without the item was probably the right call. We can't confirm that yet because there is still the chance that the silvers are not actually in 9 and that they are needed. Endless Magnitude, this is not on speed gaming because there was another race still going on speed gaming when this one started, among other things. Speed gaming doesn't really cover that many of these, but there was a very long race that started 2 hours before this one. It ran over time. So
the Seawolf opting to not take staircases, which I think is the correct choice in this case. You're looking for a shutter door, or you're just trying to figure out where Zelda is. Now, I believe we had seen Zelda's room earlier in the seed, which means that she will not be in her room, meaning that you would be able to access her from multiple directions, possibly. And we have a Zelda. But you got to kill the pig first.
ooh. Yep, Ganon is required.
And the hint for the silver arrows on top of it. The question is that a truthful hint or not? I wonder if the deceptive hint would allow you to have a different portion of level 9. It's a great question.
Who knows?
AA confirming
Probably
that could be deceptive.
I mean, for all we know, it might not even be in level 9.
It would be very cool if Silver's and AA is pointing out. And that very tip of the nose that nobody went to. Oh, that would be horribly brutal. Fortunately for the Seawolf, he's running into a plethora of keys and the red ring.
Okay, so red ring is in 9.
But is out of bombs now, which is unfortunate, and finds Ganon and has no bombs, so has to up A, but now knows where 2 pieces of the puzzle lie. Just needs to find that ever-elusive silver arrow to finish the game.
Yep, he's found the pig, he's found the girl, he just needs to find the silver.
I would agree, Ampharos, but at the same time, if he finds the key, he knows that he can go. He knows where to go, and he's still got Ganon and Zelda found already, so has a little bit of a lead here on Putz, and it'll just depend on a lot about the routing in here in level 9, and bomb supply seems to be a pretty big deal as well. Fortunately, 9's been super generous about keys, so he's popped back up to 6 keys, which means he'll be able to get through a lot of these places he wouldn't have been able to before. But this is anybody's race. Seawolf looking for that bomb wild. I mean, the other important thing to note is that right now Putz only has a green tunic, so he takes full damage from everything. May find that red ring eventually, which will help him out, but right now is definitely avoiding Patras and other such things, as he does not want to take a whole lot of damage.
Mm-hmm.
While the Seawolf trying to figure out where exactly it is he needs to go. He's taken a few staircases, bombed a whole bunch of walls, but unfortunately had very little luck finding what direction to go to be somewhere he hasn't already been. I think the chat definitely hoping that silvers are not in 9. What are your thoughts, Chow?
Oh, that would definitely make things interesting. I'm not counting on it because we have already found red ring in here, so, and there is always the 50% chance that 9's items have not been shuffled. It definitely would make things more interesting.
So Putz has found Zelda now, and just gets the hint for the silver arrows. So he's going to be trying to do the same thing that the Seawolf has been doing for nearly 3 or 4 minutes now, which is figure out where the heck to go. And unfortunately, he is out of bombs again, making progress pretty difficult. And I'm positive now that Putz has found the bomb wall that has eluded the Seawolf this entire time and is making his way towards the northeast where the hint indicated. Gannon was also in the northwest, yes. He was, I believe, second to last row, about halfway up. And bombs not helping out the Seawolf at all as he is leaving and entering to try to reset rooms and find bomb drops somewhere. Looks like he's farming up the 20 rupees needed to buy a set of bombs, maybe. Meanwhile, Putz still trying to figure out where exactly the heck he needs to go. He's found some places that the Seawolf has not, but every bomb wall proving unfruitful, and the staircase he just now found took him over to the northeast instead of the northwest. And we have a Grumble sighting in 9. I can imagine that Astolphos might be hungry being a skeleton.
Yeah.
So let's see if the Seawolf finds the correct direction here. Putz has taken like a slight lead, I would say, at this point. I don't know that he's found Ganon, but he has for sure found some places that the Seawolf has not, and has a lot better bomb situation right now with 12 bombs versus the 2 that the Seawolf has. So if you can attribute, if Putz ends up winning, you could probably attribute to the fact that bombs are a major issue.
Yeah, I'd say bombs and possibly also keys. Well, no, they both have a good amount of keys, I'd say. Or, yeah, no. Sorry.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, considering that the Seawolf came in with just a singular key, and I think he's opened 4 or 5 doors, 9 has been pretty kind overall with the key situation, and he does find the correct bomb wall. Now being out of bombs and unable to bomb the same walls Putz did, let's see if it ends up being to his advantage and he finds the correct way to the silver arrows.
We shall see.
I do find it interesting that the Seawolf is purposely skipping over staircases, because it could be a deceptive hint, right? And the
That is,
silver arrows
yeah,
could be elsewhere.
It could be, but Could be, but that's still usually not something you do when you're thinking that, Zelda 9. Well, he takes a staircase now, and it is a passage.
I believe this heads over to where Putz was at, over in the northeast section. And so Putz is heading back down to where we know that the Seawolf has already pretty much checked everything. So at this point, you've got to wonder if it's a bomb wall up in the north that they haven't checked. Maybe the staircase that the Seawolf just went through, maybe there's a bomb wall attached to it that he was unable to check. But so far, being very elusive. And I believe that Ganon is one room north of Putz right now. No, not quite. He may have found it, actually. No, this was the red ring. The red ring was here. Which makes me wonder if the red ring and the silver arrow hints are flipped. And in fact, the red ring is in the northwest, and the silver arrows are hiding somewhere else in the dungeon.
Yes, well, there is no hint for where in the dungeon any other items other than the silver arrows are. Is there? But that would be
There's
an
not.
interesting twist if the silver arrow location hint actually referred to a completely different item.
Which I believe that it can with deceptive hints, so that could in fact be the case, which would be quite interesting. Meanwhile, unfortunately, still no bombs here for the Seawolf, and it's brutal. I mean, you can't do anything without bombs, even leaving the key on the floor, because he figures at this point there's not that many key doors left to open. Meanwhile, Potts is up in the northwest in a different location, but unfortunately it looks like he's hit yet another dead end.
And now we have Red Ring pickup on Putz' side. Actually, that probably happened a while ago because I have been having technical difficulties. I got so close to the end of the stream without losing it once, too. But, yeah, if you're wondering why I've been kind of quiet these past few minutes, it's because I've not been having very good internet.
Interesting note that Grumbles blocks a room which they have not been like north of. But Putz finds a silver arrow, so it doesn't matter. I'm not quite sure where it was that he found them, but he did locate the silver arrows. And unfortunately for the Seawolf, the bomb issue has just been brutal, and they were in fact in the northwest. And they were just to the east of Ganon, and you needed to bomb out of Ganon's room. And when the Seawolf was in there originally, did not have the bombs to do so. So this looks like a case of needing to bomb out of Ganon's room to get access to the silver arrows.
Really?
And a 0 HP Ganon is going to make this a cakewalk for Putz to finish up. Yeah, pretty unfortunate for Seawolf. Has had a pretty sizable lead coming into 9, but unfortunately the bomb problems just ended up taking too much time on for him.
A winner.
Yeah, we have an official SRL time of 1:19:53 for Putz, just as the Seawolf bombs out of Ganon's room.
Yeah. Okay, I guess I somehow have caught up completely. I saw that happen. So, yeah, you had to bomb. Was it west or was it the west wall or the north wall of Ganon's room that you had to bomb out of?
Both of them were bombable, but the north wall is the one that you want to take, and then it looks like there's a key door that heads east, and then a door that goes south that takes you right to the Silver Arrows.
And then you just have to head on to the west and go back in. And we have our winner, Putz12, in the chat.
What's up?
How you doing, Putz?
Is he at least
Putz.
a 9 by now?
Yeah.
Okay.
He actually beat you into 9, but he ran into a lot of bomb troubles.
Yeah, playing Find the Bomb Hole in like 2 dungeons and then 9 on top. That was fun.
Yeah, especially
Like, how
when
many
you have
times
to
did I have
bomb
to
out.
re-enter 5 just to find 5 spam hole?
Yeah, the Seawolf finding the Silver Arrows just now. Unfortunately, the first time into Ganon's room, he had no bombs. And that was quite, I believe, before you even entered level 9, he had found Ganon and Zelda, but unfortunately just ran into a plethora of bond problems and never was able to really recover. He left to farm the like 5 or 6 rupees he needed to buy a 4-pack, and then went back in, and just unfortunately ended up lagging just a little bit behind you. But congratulations on your win.
Yeah, that's how I like to do it. I just snipe people in 9.
Whatever gets the job done, man.
I'm pretty proficient in 9, but I mean...
Notice that 0 HP Ganon, so this is going to be a fairly close finish time.
Not bad. I got the recorder out and the Triforce out without even a weapon. I thought that gave me a huge lead considering it was no bombs to dig out for level 1 sucked, so I had to go back to level 1. It was just a lot of rerouting. It sucked.
Yeah, trying to find that ladder took both of you quite a while. You found it probably about a minute and a half before or after he did, but unfortunately, again, you ran out of bombs on that very screen, and then went and checked Dead Woods, which turned out to be pretty unfruitful as there was nothing there. But did manage to eke out the win in the end.
And we have the Seawolf in the chat as well. He finished with a time of, what's the official time?
1:22:49.
1:22:49.
Hi, everybody. Oof, yeah, 5. 5 did me in.
Actually, it was 9.
No, well, 9 was bad, but 5, I went to 5 4 times. I couldn't find that bomb hole. I just could not find the way.
Yeah, but you still had a lead going into 9.
Yeah, no. I was like, northwest, it'd be easy. Just find a staircase. Oh, wait, no. Then finally, like, after the 5th try of getting bombs, it's like, oh, maybe bomb north of Ganon's room.
So how just big of a lead did Seawolf have going into 9? Sounds like a pretty big lead.
He was heading to 9 right as you were heading to 7, which was your last Triforce. So
Probably about a 4-minute.
Yeah, something like that.
About that, yeah.
You know, 9 was just rough because I get there, it was a fairly bomb heavy, and only, I think 3 rooms had red gorillas, so finding more bombs became a bit of a pain.
Yeah, I actually found the bomb upgrade in 7, which helped.
Yeah, I got that too, but wasn't enough.
I had, I think 11 or 12 keys.
You know, just enough to get the job done, but the keys weren't really the problem. It was just, I was trying to find a staircase. Like, there's got to be a staircase somewhere. And then obviously I blanked out and said, oh, duh, there's 2 blank walls in Ganon's room. What are the odds that, little TNT there will do the job for you?
Yeah. But being forced to go through Ganon's room just to go get Silver Arrow, nice touch.
Yeah, no, it happens. And what else did I see there? It was weird. A few things were oddball. Obviously, the ramp being required. There was a mix seed. It was mixed like crazy. Like there was a crazy mix in the overworld.
Yeah, we were able to confirm mixed incredibly early
I was
Yeah.
pushing my helmet
because
from.
we saw the vanilla level 2 was a lake and not a
Yeah, 3 was still a palace.
dungeon, and on the other hand, we saw that the Vanilla Mag's location actually did push, which it wouldn't in second quest.
Yeah,
Right.
I couldn't tell which was the base overworld. I kept switching between first. It didn't really matter in the end because you just check all the mixed spots. But yeah, they were so mixed up. You couldn't even tell what was the base of the overworld until we got. I saw 2 big secrets, so I knew it was a first quest base. But you couldn't tell until you did it like that.
Then I had 100% overworld.
Just about. I have the 2 spots on the river by the waterfall. I didn't try bombing those because I didn't have to. Otherwise, yeah, everything got covered up.
Yeah, though I did notice that you marked level 7 on your tracker even before you had actually gone in there.
Oh no, I knew that's where I had to be the rat there. Actually, no, did I mark that beforehand? I marked it. No, I marked it.
Nowhere
It
else
looked
to
like
check.
you were marking it right as you were coming out of level 5.
Huh? No, I did 5 last though, so it's kind of weird.
I had nowhere else to check.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I marked 7 when I found it because I was in the first room when I marked it down. I found 5 very early on, and again, I couldn't spend a good 10 minutes extra in 5 that I really should have.
I really thought I had a good lead, just for the fact I got the recorder and the Triforce on 8 early.
Yeah, me too. So first thing I thought was recorder.
You did it without a sword too?
Yeah, I just walked into that. Screw it. Let's go.
Yeah,
Here I thought that could be a huge lead, considering.
Yeah, that 5 was pretty trolly. I mean, we saw all those staircases. Did either of you ever get the map to see what it really looked like? Because
No.
that definitely just seemed... Yeah, I didn't think so. That was just a very interesting 5.
I did find it weird that 5, despite being a little segmented, had 2 staircases on the right side that weren't segmented at all, really.
Yeah, I
mean, it was, but it
commented
wasn't.
on that.
Well, in level 5, you'll have it was a 3-segment 5, so you're gonna have 2 that take you to the different segments, and then there will be one on one of the segments that will take you to some other place on that segment because it's the original staircase that was in level 5.
Yeah.
Yep, I never found the item or the map out of that.
5. Yeah, I didn't find the item either.
Yeah, no, we didn't have the... we do still have a little bit of ambiguity on items because neither of you found the item in 5 and neither of you found the second item in 8. So we know one of them was the red candle and the other was the
magic key.
Magic keys.
Magical key, yes.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that
With
is.
those
Magical
both
key in
over
the
10
red.
keys, it didn't really matter.
Yeah, the keys are pretty generous this seed, so it wasn't a problem.
Agreed.
Yeah, it was pretty interesting that you went into level 9, I think, with 3 keys, and then ended up using just about every key door and still had 6 or 7 keys. It was extremely generous.
Yeah, just drop keys like crazy.
Wow, you went in with that few?
Well, at that point, I was like, oh, it's an hour 10, or it's an hour to the seed playing against Putz, and I've been duping around 5 for like 20 minutes extra. Yeah, let's go in there and see what happens.
I only had about a 10-minute level 9.
Yeah, I mean, I was in there for probably about 20 minutes. Yeah, just that I tried every bomb ball. I had to go out. I was trying to farm rubies, and Tektites weren't dropping rubies, and I was trying to get that bomb shot next to 9, just buy an extra 4-pack, and then I bombed the first 3 spots I had in mind, and then finally I was like, oh yeah, Doug Gannon's room. Let's check that first, because or last, because we did everything else. So.
Yeah, it was really lucky that there was at least a bomb shop next to 9.
Oh, definitely. But I didn't have any rubies. I bought the bomb upgrade that cleaned me out. So
did you get the red ring or the blue ring?
I got both actually.
Sucker.
Yeah, what do you do? I had bags of rupees. I'm like, well, I got the rupees. Buy this thing and whatever. Who cares? I bought that. I bought the bomb upgrade. I bought a few hints. Like I had tons of money. Like I never had. If I saw something I want to buy, I was like, okay, I'll buy that now.
Yeah, you know me. I just refused to buy the blue ring.
Yeah, well, the blue ring can be useful there. And we've seen seeds where people buy the boomstick and then never actually pick up the wand.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's the problem with buying boomstick. You have to make sure that you'll actually find the wand.
I wanted boomstick this seed.
Yeah, that's a shield in the first shop I
Yeah.
went into. I was like, that'd been nice too, but I've been all these bomb balls that we've been done like half hour ago.
Oh, yeah. What did you guys think of that start location?
Oh, I've seen it before. I've seen it actually worse.
Yeah.
2 years ago, I think I was watching a pretty big Maelstrom race, and it was
Yeah.
Vanilla 6 start with 6 blue lines on the bottom.
I remember that race. It took
Yeah.
some of us like, I don't know, 4 minutes to get off of that screen. It was horrible.
Yeah, it could have been worse.
I
Yeah.
smiled, hoping that, no offense, Seawolf, you would struggle getting off that screen.
Yeah, it took 3 tries. I just figured the first 2 times the red Lionel was on the staircase, it took my beatings, and then the third time he walked down instead. So I just kind of sneaked around. I actually managed to clip to the right to get past the screen the other way. So I basically at that point I didn't go back to I would, so it didn't matter.
Yeah, but I'm
Yeah.
looking at your death counter, and it's only at 2. So
That's where I died.
yeah, you hadn't. I guess I hadn't even noticed. You didn't die once after that first minute.
Well,
We both died twice.
Yep.
Yeah, you both have 2 on your death counters.
you're right in that spot. So
But
Mine were dungeon deaths.
but yeah, no. Sea wolves were both trying to get out of the start screen.
So,
Oop, party foul.
the Seawolf, you're heading to the
Sorry, my mic fell. I dropped it.
Seawolf, you're heading to the 1-1 group,
Mhm.
which is what has kind of been deemed the kill group at this point with all of the different people that are there. What are your thoughts about the next round and I don't know, just the things that go along with that?
I got a red ring. I should be fine. But no, it's a good time. I mean, randomizer, like the last seed we did was like an hour long, and it was 0 HP. I'm surprised at all these 0 HP seeds. It's kind of combat out of it unless you have like a boss monster to deal with. Everything was dying in one hit. This thing, all the bosses died in one hit. All the enemies died in one hit.
Ganon?
Ganon died in one. Well, actually, no, Ganon took a few hits. Didn't he? Yeah, he took a few
Nope.
hits.
0
No,
HP.
0 HP.
I played seed before this night. I mixed them up, but no, it's just really a matter of if that's the case. It's the overworld thing where we both look like the overworld, so that was a big equalizer. Having a raft spot be a dungeon takes a lot of time. Like if you find that raft or that recorder early, like I found the raft by fluke in 3. I'm like, oh, maybe Putz missed that, and that'll get me an extra 5 minutes. But no, I mean it's basically as randomizer. The siege is so random, literally, in this setup. It's like you could be whatever you want to be, and you have a shape dungeon like 5 or 9, just hold you down for a half hour. Doesn't matter what you want to try to do with that. So I can't worry about it too much.
Indeed. And Putz, you've got one more race to go against Toaster this week to determine your guys' seating here. But I don't know. It's a difficult choice if you want to win or lose, because both groups are going to be difficult.
Well, I'm still playing with an injured arm, so it's harder to do half the stuff I normally do.
I'd call up
Like
Saber and get some
screen scrolling
lessons
all
on how to
that.
play with your feet then.
Well, I got an injured leg too, so that don't help. But other than that, I only got one thing to say. Save the meat.
I didn't buy any meat.
Yes, I did put the meat on Zelda.
Yes,
With
I
the
noticed. You always do.
Can't resist.
At least I had it. No, I just didn't have the need to, and yeah. Again, I was rolling dice on that with 9. Like once I had 9, have a meat problem. But other than that, it's been pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, right before Putz found the silver arrows, I was kind of curious. There is the possibility that silver arrow hint is actually deceptive, because you guys had deceptive hints this time.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And I was kind of curious because you've gotten everywhere to the northeast section except for possibly a bomb wall behind Grumbles, which would have been hilarious.
Yeah.
But bombing through Ganon's room is pretty much as good in my opinion.
Yeah, it's pretty tough. And then it was deceptive, but I found the red ring. I'm like, okay, well, obviously the silver is pretty much going to be here then, because the odds of that hint being there and the red ring being there, 2 coin flips in a row, it's not like likely being the problem there. So
Indeed.
it's somewhat.
Putz logic dictated that it was in the northwest anyways. Once I find the red ring, I kind of know where the other item is.
It's close by.
Putz logic.
Doesn't matter.
Don't ask.
Yeah, I didn't have any bombs when I first found the game in the first place. I didn't get to. And either way would have been fun. I just had no bombs at all. I tried bombing left in the room below him to try and go around him to get to the northwest better. Didn't work out.